Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, imagine you're finally chilling in the US, everything's going great, but every time you open your mouth, your sentences come out short, choppy, kinda robotic. People understand you, but they can tell you're holding back. You feel it, they feel it, and the whole conversation stays surface level. That stops today. In this video, I'm giving you the exact long, natural sentences real Americans drop all day long. The kind that make you sound smooth, confident, and like you actually belong here. No baby steps. No repeat after me stuff. Just straight up, useful, everyday English you can steal and use tomorrow morning. If you're tired of sounding like a textbook and ready to talk like a local, stick around because we're about to load you up with sentences you'll use at coffee shops, work, with friends, on dates, everywhere. Let's dive right in. First, when someone asks how you're doing, which happens literally 50 times a day here. I'm honestly doing pretty great. Just been super busy with work, but finally starting to get into a good rhythm again. You know? When you're ordering food or coffee, super common. Can I get a large iced coffee with a splash of oat milk and 1 pump of vanilla? And maybe throw in an everything bagel with cream cheese on the side if it's not too much trouble? Talking about your weekend. This weekend was actually pretty chill. I ended up going on a long hike Saturday morning, then just crashed on the couch watching old episodes of The Office with some takeout. How about you guys? When someone asks what you do for work. I work in digital marketing right now, mostly handling social media campaigns for small businesses. It's fun because every day is different, but it can get hectic when clients want everything yesterday, you know what I mean? Complaining a little, Americans do this a lot, it's bonding. Traffic today was absolutely brutal. I swear it took me almost an hour just to get across town. I don't know what's going on with all these construction zones lately. When you're giving an opinion, very natural. Honestly, I think the new season of that show is way better than the last one. The writing feels sharper and the characters are finally getting some real development. I'm hooked again. Talking about plans. I'm thinking about heading out to the mountains this fall. Maybe do some camping and just unplug for a couple days. I really need a break from screens and notifications. When you're catching up with a friend. It's been way too long since we hung out. Life's been kinda crazy with work and everything. But we seriously need to grab drinks soon and just talk about what's been going on. When something good happens. Yo, I finally got that promotion I've been working toward for months. I'm still kinda in shock but super excited. Feels like all the late nights paid off. And when you're ending a conversation. Anyway, I gotta run and jump on another call. But it was great catching up with you. Let's definitely do this again soon. These sentences are gold for when you're meeting someone new or chatting with people you just met. Keeps things going smooth without feeling forced. I just moved here a couple months ago and I'm still figuring out the best spots around town. But so far the food scene is blowing my mind. Have you found any hidden gems yet? Or when someone compliments you. Thanks, that actually means a lot. I've been trying to step up my style game lately and it's nice to hear it's paying off. What about you? Where do you usually shop for clothes? When you're talking about travel or vacations. I've been dying to take a road trip up the coast, just drive with the windows down, stop at random little towns, eat at hole-in-the-wall diners, no real plan, just vibes. Ever done something like that? If the conversation turns to food, Americans love this topic. I'm obsessed with trying new restaurants. Last week I went to this tiny Korean place and the spicy tteokbokki was so good I almost cried. I'm already planning when I can go back. What's the last thing you ate that was straight up amazing? When someone asks about your hobbies. I've gotten really into photography lately, nothing professional. Just walking around the city on weekends snapping pics of random stuff like old signs, street art, or people just living their lives. It's kinda therapeutic. You know? For when you're joking around or keeping it light. Man, I'm terrible at adulting sometimes. I still have to set reminders to drink water and pay bills on time. But hey, at least I'm consistent at being inconsistent, right? When you're sharing something personal but chill. I used to be super shy about speaking up in groups, but I've been pushing myself to just say what's on my mind lately. And honestly, it feels way better than staying quiet and regretting it later. If the topic is movies, shows, or music, I finally finished that new crime series everyone's talking about. And I gotta say, the plot twist had me yelling at my TV at 2 a.m. I haven't been that invested in a show in years. Have you watched it yet? When you're talking about the city or neighborhood, living here has been wild. The energy is non-stop, but I love how you can walk 2 blocks and feel like you're in a completely different world. One minute it's quiet residential streets. The next it's packed bars and food trucks everywhere. And one more for wrapping up a longer chat. Alright, this has been fun. I could talk all day, but I've got some stuff I gotta handle. Let's link up again soon though. Text me if you're around this weekend. When someone asks how your day's been, today was actually kinda wild. I had back-to-back meetings all morning, then got stuck in this endless email chain. But I finally squeezed in a quick workout at lunch, so I'm feeling way better now. How's your day shaping up? Or when you're talking about the weather turning bad. It's pouring out there right now. I got completely soaked just walking from the car to the office. I swear the rain came out of nowhere. I'm gonna need a whole new outfit by the time I get home tonight. If the chat goes to fitness or gym life, I've been trying to hit the gym more consistently lately, nothing crazy, just 3 or 4 times a week, but it's making a huge difference in how I feel energy-wise. Plus the endorphins are no joke after a good session. When you're sharing about a recent trip or outing. Last month I finally made it out to this little mountain town about 3 hours away. We rented a cabin, did some hiking, sat by the fire every night. It was exactly the reset I needed after months of nonstop work. For when someone mentions a new hobby they're into, that sounds awesome. I've been thinking about picking up something new myself, maybe pottery or cooking classes, just to get out of my routine and try something hands-on for once. You make it look easy though. When you're talking about family or close friends, my sister just had her first kid a few weeks ago, so I've been spending a ton of time over there helping out. It's chaotic, but in the best way. Watching her figure out motherhood is kinda inspiring. If the topic is money or adulting struggles, rent keeps going up every year and I'm over here like, how are we supposed to save anything when groceries and gas are eating half my paycheck? But I'm trying to be smarter with budgeting this time around. When you're hyping up a good restaurant or spot, you have to try this new taco place downtown. The carnitas are insane. They're slow cooked for hours and the tortillas are handmade fresh every day. I've already been 3 times this month alone. For when you're reflecting on life a bit, sometimes I look back at where I was 5 years ago and I can't believe how far I've come. Not perfect by any means, but just figuring things out one day at a time feels way better than staying stuck. And when you're planning something fun with people, I'm thinking we should all get together for a game night soon. I'll bring the snacks, you guys can bring the drinks, we can play cards or board games or whatever. Just need a night to laugh and not think about work. Here's the continuation. Picking up right from where we left off, same casual American style, long natural sentences flowing like real talk. And now wrapping it up smoothly at the end. When you're talking about feeling tired or needing a break. I've been running on empty lately between work deadlines and trying to keep up with everything else. I'm thinking I might just take a full day off soon. Turn my phone off, sleep in, and do absolutely nothing productive for once. Or when someone asks about your favorite season. Fall is hands down my favorite time of year here. The leaves changing colors, the air getting crisp, being able to wear hoodies and drink hot cider without sweating, plus pumpkin, everything shows up everywhere. It just feels cozy and alive. If the conversation drifts to tech or gadgets, I finally upgraded my phone last month after holding on to the old one way too long. The camera is insane now. I can take these crystal clear night shots that actually look professional. I'm kinda obsessed with taking pics of random city lights at night. When you're sharing about learning something new, I started trying to teach myself guitar a few months back. Nothing serious, just messing around with YouTube tutorials. My fingers still hurt after 10 minutes, but it's fun. And I can already play a couple simple songs without sounding completely awful. For when you're talking about pets or animals, people love this. My dog's been extra clingy lately. Every time I sit down, he jumps right on my lap like he owns the place. It's annoying sometimes, but honestly, I wouldn't trade it. He's the best little buddy on bad days. If someone mentions food allergies or preferences, I've been eating mostly plant-based for the last year, not super strict, but I feel so much better when I skip the heavy stuff. Last week I tried this amazing jackfruit taco spot, and it tasted better than real meat. No cap. When you're venting about small daily frustrations, the Wi-Fi at my apartment keeps dropping right when I'm in the middle of something important. It's like it knows the exact moment I need it most. I've called the provider 3 times this month, and they just say we're working on it. Yeah, right? And one for when you're feeling grateful or reflective. Some days I just stop and think how lucky I am to be here, chasing dreams in a place where anything feels possible. Even on the tough days when everything's going wrong, I remind myself I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, figuring it out. So there you have it, a whole bunch of long, real American sentences you can grab and run with. Use them tomorrow when you're ordering coffee, chatting with coworkers, texting friends, or just talking to someone new. The more you drop these kinds of sentences naturally, the more people will stop seeing you as the guy learning English and start seeing you as just you. That's when the real conversations happen. That's when you start feeling like you belong. Go out there and start using them. I'll be here dropping more whenever you need 'em. Take it easy, catch you next time.